Hey everybody, Mike here. Real quick today I wanted to go over this little Fluke tone generator that I use on a weekly basis at work. Now if you're just getting into the telecom or datacom side of the industry, this is probably going to be one of the first things you add on to your tool collection because it's such an invaluable piece of equipment that you'll need on a daily basis. This particular model is the Fluke Pro3000 and it's only been out for a couple of years is my understanding. At least that's how long I've had it for. And what makes this one somewhat unique compared to some of the older models is that it has the ability to change tones when your leads are shorted. The other models I had prior to this one, or actually still have to this day, they don't have that capability built in. Real quick to go over this thing, there's not a lot to it, but when you push your power button here on the left, you get your solid tone here, and when that light is solid, it'll sound like this when you're going to ID a pair. So just a solid tone. Now you can also, by pushing the button one more time, your light will start flashing. That'll mean that your audible tone now is an alternating tone, so it'll sound something like this. Now when these leads are shorted together, it'll change tones. I believe it's got 5 different tones, so. So you get the point there. What makes that really nice is if you're on the far end and you've got this running on one side, you can short your twisted pair and make sure you've got the right 2 conductors before you splice them back to whatever it is you're working on that day. You can turn this off here as well. Now you've also got a switch here where you can switch back and forth between tone and continuity. When you hook this up, if it detects any DC voltage, it'll illuminate letting you know that. It'll also light up red or green based on what polarity you've got hooked up. So if you're right polarity, it'll be green, opposite polarity be red. All the models over the years that I've used anyways have had these alligator clips. What was new to me when I got this particular model is this one now has the bed of nails built into it, and then it's also got the RJ11 plug on the end, so you can plug this right into a wall plate and trace a wire back to its source. But it's pretty easy. I've got a box Cat 5 here. If you've never seen how this thing works before, pretty simple. If you've done this before, then this part here is probably not for you, but you just clip those onto your bed of nails like so. Now you've got tone running through your cable. You can go to the other end and see if you can detect it. Overall, I've been pretty happy with this little tone box. This is my go-to now. I've got a couple backups as well. Something else to be kind of nice if you had multiple of these is you could set those to the different audible tones. That way you can do more than one pair at once and go to the other end and ID those different tones based on what you put them on the other end. That's a real helpful tip, especially if you're working by yourself and you don't have somebody on the other end to switch from pair to pair when you're trying to do an ID. So if you're new to the telecom industry, pick you up at some kind of a tone box like this. This is going to greatly help you and make your life a lot easier. If you've been in it for a while but you hadn't seen this particular model, this is an upgrade from a lot of the ones that we've been using for the last decade or so. But that's all I've got for you today, guys. I appreciate you watching this one. I'll catch you on the next one.